Good morning, my little dilly bars. How are y'all this morning?
Phil says, pinch it off, Tom. It's time for the show. Oh,
Okay. Old with replacement parts. How are you this morning, Todd?
I'm barely awake. I slept until almost 7 o'clock this morning, and I never do that. I don't have an alarm clock. I always just get up about 5. I don't know why. I just get up at 5. Almost doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I just get up at 5 or around 5. But this morning it was almost 7. I'm like, I'm still half asleep almost. Lazy ass. Yeah, I know.
Well, it's kind of cool. Daylight savings time, all that kind of crap is just. Oh.
Lag. You suck.
What did he say? I didn't see that.
Oh, he said he recorded the Cowboys Eagles game so he can play it every day. And hmm
Like, you really need to get a life. You need to get a job, and you need to get out of your mother's basement. Good morning, Anissa. How are you?
the Cowboys and the Eagles they just been each other's ever since the Cowboys started as a team. It's always the Eagles has been like tough one for the Cowboys to get through.
Are they the ones that had that? Were they the ones that were playing with the football that was allegedly uh, deflated?
No,
Who was that?
it was New England
Oh,
Patriots.
that was the Patriots. Okay.
Da, da.
Tested positive for dim disease. Oh, okay. And only gave you 3 days.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We're having a cool down today. It's kind of drizzly, drizzly outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Been pretty clear and warm lately.
Here's Jay. Good morning. You're already on the road?
You haven't put him on the show yet.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I'm seeing him on the screen. Are you on YouTube or you on?
No?
Yeah,
Now he's gone.
yeah.
I never saw him on Ev Monkeys.
Oh, did okay. Evie, Evie Mucks. Yeah, he was on there. That's why I said good morning, and then he disappeared.
Now he's on there, but he's got a spinning circle thing,
Yeah, he's gone.
and he's gone.
Try it again if you're listening. Cowboys, them boys.
Of course, we've dished some stuff to Philadelphia. Cowboys beat the Philadelphia last year.
That's
At
where
least, at least one of the games.
Philadelphia is where Lag allegedly lives, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's doing them enough damage by having Lag there. So
Yeah, just stay there, lag. Don't come south
yeah, just stay up there with your people,
with your people.
Lags and Philly. Okay, yeah, allegedly. He's probably at some boarding school in Switzerland. Or he's at the villages in Florida. Uh, anyhow, So you were how was business yesterday?
Oh, it's a good solid day. I sold 7 things for $250. Just different stuff.
Well, that's good.
Let me
I
look at
mean,
what I sold.
it's not, I mean, not to some people, you average about $1,000 a week, don't you, in sales?
Uh, well, or more, yeah. Let's see. I sold some flash drives. I sold a canteen cleaning kit. I sold a pair of shoes. I sold some t-shirts. I sold a jean jacket. I sold a gun cleaning kit. I sold a soldering gun. And I sold a Carhartt jacket. What an eclectic bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's just it. I don't mind selling anything.
well, you're earning a solid middle class income, Todd. 50 to 150,000 is considered middle class. So, you know, you're doing good.
Yeah, my I've already sold more in 2023 than I did all of 2022. At
Good.
least gross dollars. And so we still got like 7 weeks left of 23.
Yeah.
I guess this is going to be my biggest sales year ever.
Well, good.
Ever. Like I've been in business 40 years.
Yeah.
This is.
Let me do a quick catch up here. Good morning, Bumcrack. Good morning, Harbor's Hope. Good morning, James. Good morning, Texas Bandit. Lag. Good to see you. Anissa.
Hi, Larry. Hi,
Sweet
Nissa.
Alyssa. Anissa.
Peddling Profits.
Yeah, I was scrolling down. Peddling Profits. Good morning to you too. Larry. LL Stash. Good morning. Okay. We did all of that. Glad that y'all come in here and hang out with us. Check the chat. I mean, check the description. If you got a YouTube channel and it's not listed in there, please let me know so I can put it on there because I want to say thank you for coming in here every morning and hanging out with us, or on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm in here, and on Mondays and Fridays when you're all hanging out with Todrick. It always makes for a good day to see y'all smiling faces.
That's right. When we were in Italy, the Pope blessed me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that has to be it, James.
Um, you mentioned 7 weeks till the end of the year, which
Something like that.
yeah, I looked it up earlier. Uh, and 28 days till I go on vacation, which I'm looking forward to. Anyway, um, has people started looking about at 2024? Have you started making changes or thinking about making changes how you do stuff? And if so, put it in the chat. Or even more than that, join the chat. There's the link. I have made the decision for the New Year's by January the 1st. All of this stuff here and all the stuff that you can't see that's piled up or inboxed up is going to a storage unit. And we're going to try and take our house back from all the masses of junk. And sorry, I'm taking some pills. So that's what That's one of the priorities for the end of this year is to get reorganized, to be more business-like next year, and get on with it. Uh, so that's the first thing to do, and the second thing is that I'm gonna do a lot more listing. I'm gonna do a lot more listing before now and the end of the year to help kind of organize all this kind of crap. Because I got stuff up in my attic that I put up there. I have no idea what I put up there. That's supposed to be resale stuff. So, mm, it's $100 a month for a 10 by 20. And I looked at a storage building, and a storage building of any decent size or construction is like $4,000 around here. A 10 by 14 is 4,800 delivered. So so that's what I'm thinking about doing. Well, I know I'm gonna do.
I thought you just said you're going to rent a storage unit.
Oh, I am. I said I looked at some storage buildings, but that's just too pricey for if we decide what if we're talking about moving, so that way I'm not spending money on something that I'll have to leave behind, or have to pay to move, and because if we move, we'll build the house and it'll have a basement in it. So I'll have a room down there, a storage room.
Yeah. If you're building a building, you better plan on being there quite a few years.
Yeah. So we've got the floor plan, and it's got a full basement in it, and it's a walkout basement, and it's supposed to be only like half of the downstairs. The foundation is supposed to be the basement. The rest of it would be just regular crawl space. But we're going to do a full basement downstairs. No, she just wants it organized. And I'm thinking about putting my YouTube studio, if you want to call it that, in the living room on a 2x4 table, 2 foot by 4 foot table. Good morning, Craig. So, when she's here, we don't have a conflict like we did Tuesday. And we're just
Lag's moving in with Thom.
no. I've got two already at home. I don't need a third one. I don't need a third son or two sons and a daughter. So, no, there won't be room for you down there, Lag. The in-ground indoor pool will take up most of it. And unless you want to sleep in a floaty thing every night. So that's what I'm planning. My plans are to start. I want to have everything moved by the first of the year, and to get on with business. Get in or get out. It's time to get in or get out. Yeah, he can be my sound man, Mr. Sadie. So what's everybody else thinking? It's 7 weeks, and it's gonna come blasted the New Year is gonna come rolling in like a freight train without any brakes. So
Well,
what what's everybody else doing? Go ahead,
I
Todd.
never changed much just because it's another year. It's just what's the difference in December 28th and January 4th? Nothing. It's just a new year.
Good
But
morning, Joanna.
yeah, I'm trying to get moved out of David's old bedroom, all my stuff, so somebody could actually sleep in there if we had to.
Well, yeah, that's especially when you got kids away from the home and wanting to move back. I mean, not move back in, but you want them to come visit. Yeah, about once a quarter next year, Anissa. Good morning, little Debbie. I love your snack cakes.
Hi, little Debbie.
Right now, it's the Christmas trees.
So, did you watch Glamma's auction yesterday for Jennifer?
No, I didn't. Like I said, what we were talking earlier. Real quick recap. I take this thing called Ozempic, and when you take it, I think the reason that you supposedly don't want to eat so much is because you have such a gas buildup in your stomach that you don't feel hungry. And I didn't take it. I normally take it Tuesday morning,
Oh, sorry, Anissa.
and it's yeah. Sorry, Anissa, if it had that reacts with him like it does with me. Um,
Yeah, the side chat is we can kind of ignore it every once in a while. But
uh,
anyway, yeah, just
so I took it on Tuesday night instead of Tuesday morning, and so when I got up yesterday, I was miserable and I felt bad all day long. That's the only thing I did different. So
dang.
I'm not doing that anymore. So no, to answer your question, no, I did not watch it. I didn't do watch anything yesterday. I I woke up in the middle of Scott's show. I looked at Scott's show for just like 3 minutes, and then I went back to sleep. So how did the auction go?
It was if you could get back past the crybabies, it was great. Now everybody was like feeling emotional and stuff. Everybody was choking up but no, I spent over $500 on crap. But I think I got some pretty cool stuff coming into resale. But a lot of it was just, I don't know, want to take care of Jennifer, so
Right.
buy some stuff at the auction.
Did Was there a lot of people there?
Oh yeah, there was at any given moment there was over 100 people in the watching.
Wow.
That's a half hour of sales, right? $500.
Larry, he has his on Wednesday mornings. Every once in a while he does a night show. Yeah. Yeah, I mean Todd just kills it all the time. It's eBay is not broken for him. I think he needs to start a members group, and for nine 9.99 a month, you can be a member of his members group. So he will tell you. how to make money at on eBay.
I
Since
just the
he's
only thing I have is exactly what Scott says, and you don't need a course for that. Just sell. That's it, Joanna. Just sell stuff that people want to buy, and buy stuff that people want to buy. You know, that's all I've been doing, and I've gotten better. I have to be getting better at it because my gross sales are going up.
you you sell some kind of I'm not saying this in a bad way, off the wall kind of items. The the fatigues and all, the canteen that you can't get shipped to Eastern Europe. Uh,
I sell all kinds of
well, I
stuff.
know you do. But you sell a lot of stuff. You're not selling Patagonia blouses, and that's what that's not the most of your store. You have such a you're the Walmart. You've got a Walmart store. You got a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, I
And
got some jeans, I got some jackets, I've got some jewelry, I've got some military surplus, I've got some I got some racquetball rackets I need to get listed. I've got still got a couple of scuba gear items to list.
I don't know where it's at. That
I've
when you
got
said that racket, when you said that racket, it made me think. I've got one of those pickleball rackets around here, or paddles around here somewhere that I found in a box of stuff.
I do have a just a couple of comic books for sale. They're not selling. I've had them for years. They're listed, but they're just sitting over there.
Sorry, my bride was discording me. Um,
You know, as a teacher, you don't know anything about business, so but I know things, their value and stuff a lot. I just lived long enough. What I used to cook. What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about 24K?
He gave up. He had to give up eating armadillo on the half shell because it was too high in cholesterol.
Oh, cooking the ice? Yeah. I've been I've been making crack
Oh, so
out in the
ice.
backyard.
Okay. Yeah.
Use the swimming pool to cool the batch down after it cooks. Hmm.
Leg. Yeah. To his
Yeah,
to his
kind of learned to
mother's
make something.
regrets, he doesn't get out very much.
It's 350 miles from Mexico to Mexico. That'd be one long tunnel.
Yeah. I don't like Twinkies, so deep fried.
Uh, ungraded adult comics. Okay.
I didn't think I don't didn't think you could sell adult stuff on eBay anymore. Because I was a member of a YouTuber who he and his wife, all they did was sell adult party supplies. Not adult party supplies. How would I put that? Adult toys, and they had said that they were getting banned. So I was wondering if that ever went through or not.
No one uses adult party supplies.
In 2023. Now you use now you use AI.
Pete's new site district. I don't. What are you
Don't know
talking
about
about?
that. Elaborate, Mr. Sadie.
Never heard of it. Yeah, Tom, you're really a Yankee. If you don't know sports and you don't know what fried Twinkies are.
Well, I like watching soccer. Not soccer. I like watching hockey because that's a man's sport. If you can get up off the ice after you've been slammed against the wall at 50 miles an hour, you're a real man. uh,
What are you talking about? Pete didn't start a reselling platform. Did he? I think Mr. Sadie's yanking her chain.
I guess we do. We have the hurricanes, Mr. Sadie.
He did?
Our district has been.
I don't know what it.
Uh,
Huh. It's the first I've ever heard of this platform.
I've never heard of it either. Come on, Craig.
He's a full partner in district. Whatever district is, I don't know.
Okay. Craig, or somebody that knows what's going on. Hop in here for a few minutes and tell us about it.
Cat the nursery seller?
Oh, district is a pyramid scheme, James says. Let's see. DISTRIC reselling.
I have to look it up.
Uh,
I'm gonna get me some more coffee. I'll be right back.
okay, go ahead. I'm looking up district. Resellers set up their own platform. Resellers set up their own marketplaces and reseller on district.net. So let's go to district.net. Hold on a second, guys. I'm not on that screen. I got to get me another monitor. Where are you people at? There you are. You at work? I thought you were at reselling all the time now. Okay. It's like an antique mall. Okay. All right. That's a big no. Now, I guess if they go to just district.com or net, that would get more people in it. Ah, yeah. Todd has one. He only has one platform, and he's doing really good on it. He only has one to manage. Um, so he must be doing something right because he has just got so much variety of stuff on there. And I talk about her a lot too, Bridget Baker, Bridget and Chris, Bridget Baker and her significant other Chris. They they do really well. They have some slow days like everybody else, but they're doing really well. So, and they list everything. They got all kinds of stuff on their in their store. I hope you clicked on the link and came on in, Baseball 77. Yeah, that's oh that's I'm sorry. Y'all were looking a while ago you were somebody said link and I thought never mind. Just ignore me, I'm an old man. Thank you, Joanna. Um Bridget is a beast, Anissa. I mean, she, they list a hell of a lot of stuff. You know, I'm a I mean, honestly, guys, bitch all you want to, but where can you get the the views and the system that unless you selling something, I'm assuming this is the same way. You don't eBay's free until you sell something, list something or sell something. Um, you're not paying any monthly fees or any of that kind of crap. Um, yeah, they seem to have done well on the auction last night. Like I said, I just was not with it last night. Yeah, unless you're paying for a store, because I have a store. Hardly have anything in it, but I have a store.
I would guess, if I was a guessing man, that last night's auction ran up around 4,000.
Wow, that's good. And Jennifer lost a daughter. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the circumstances,
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
except her daughter was like 33 years old and beard running auction.
No, this was an auction for Jennifer.
It was run by Glama's Closet.
Yeah.
Glama or Glams. A lot of people just call her Glams. Nice lady. And she had on about 10 different people that brought stuff to auction. Johnny auctioned my coins for me. But stuff like this. I donated this for him to sell, and it sold for 110. And then the person who bought it said, "Run it again." So they auctioned it again and sold again for 110. So this little coin brought in $220 for the auction. I mean, it's basically donations
Right.
once you get above a certain point. And this one sold for 100 or so.
Well, that's good.
Johnny ran those for me in the auction. I guess they're going to send me the address where to send them. So
I could not fathom the thought of losing one of my children.
yeah, I can't imagine.
I'm supposed to go first because Roberta can survive without me. I don't know whether I could survive without her. And then
Although the way both of my boys drive, I don't think they're going to outlive me.
you know,
I can't sit in a car with either one of my boys driving. It's scary.
well, that's where I'm with mine.
And they drive in Dallas Fort Worth. I guess that's the way people drive there, but God, it scares me to death.
Oh, lag. I know. I'll be able to survive if I know I still got lag. That's a good T-shirt idea.
I know.
You've always got me.
You'll always have lag.
Yeah, you always have lag. Um,
Print that on a shirt and somebody say, "Is your internet always down? You always got lag."
Yeah. So, as we were talking about earlier, and we've had some more people come in, you know, it's only 7 weeks to the end of the year.
Morning, Beth.
Are you good morning, Bethy. Are you are you starting to set up anything for the new year? Changing how you do things? Like I was telling Todd and everybody else a while ago, I'm going to move all my stuff into a storage unit, just kind of like declutter the house. And get it so if I am on a trip and something sells and the boys' schedules can allow for it, they can go pull it and ship it for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything eBay into this room because I got stuff spread into David's old bedroom. I need to purge some stuff. And I've been working on it. I probably have 40% less crap than I did just about a month ago.
You know, you just accumulate stuff. When we moved into this house, we had, with furniture, probably 5 pickup loads of stuff. I bet you it would take one of those big, hulking, 40, 50-foot long um, moving trucks to move this house, move everything in this house to a new location now. I mean, it just, had my flashlight looking around in the attic, and I'm like, what the hell is all this kind of stuff? There's like 2 Christmas trees up there. We bought a new Christmas tree this year because the other ones, the lights didn't work on them right. They got to go to the dump. I mean, So I thought right now would be a good time to, if I got this 10 by 12, I could put all my stuff on one side and box up, go through stuff up in the attic in this house that's not eBay stuff, and put it on the other side. Box it up, stack it up neatly on the other side, just to see what the hell we got around here. I mean, there's a lot of YouTube channels that's talking about organizing and whatnot. And if you don't if you don't use it within 6 months, you get rid of it. Shut up, Mr. Sadie. um, and that's a preemptive shut up, Mr. Sadie. Uh, there's stuff in that attic that hasn't seen daylight since we moved to this house in '95.
Hmm.
So I know all of you people are sitting there with your thinking about what the hell is up in my attic. Probably not Anissa. Anissa's probably so organized. And Beth, they're so organized. They probably know exactly. Oh, that baby blanket is in box 22 up in the left-hand corner of the attic. But we just need to.
Yeah, I've been moving some stuff and going, why didn't I sell that? I found some pretty good stuff to list.
Yeah, that's that's in storage, Mr. Sadie. That's an a temperature controlled storage.
You know that video game store I bought out about 4 years ago?
Right.
I just listed some games yesterday. There was so much of it, man. A lot of it just got stacked up. Yeah, I listed some Atari yesterday.
You have a lot. I mean, you've got it all like in the bedrooms, right? You don't have it like stuck up in the attics, in the storage building, out in the carport, the trunk of your car.
I've got a few, like we have a screened in back porch, and I've got some things that out there that the weather won't hurt. Like I've got a little bit of cast iron out there. I keep looking at it thinking I need to clean the rust off that stuff and sell it.
Yeah.
I've got some canteens out there. I mean, the weather isn't going to hurt them. I got some yeah, I got stuff out there.
There was a guy that was at the FlipCon that we were at one night. One of the times we were sitting because you kind of moved around from table to table. I was talking to, and his son. Well, he got a phone call from the principal of the school telling him that his son couldn't run his business out of his back of his car anymore. and he said that he told the principal, he says, my son doesn't have a car. So when the son came in that day, which his son was driving his car, one of his cars, he came in and he said, son, what are you running a business out of your trunk of your car? And is it legal? And he said that his son had he got his driver's license. He can drive to school. And he was driving one of his older cars that he didn't drive too much. Anyway, there was 2 boxes of game discs for PS2 and PS3 in the back of it. And his son was renting these games to his friends for like a couple bucks for a week. And he told him, he said, that's a pretty good gig. Where is my money at? And but the guy was saying, I forgot I even had these games. He bought them. He bought a big lot at a yard sale, and he just forgot about them, and they've been sitting in the trunk. So So he told me, he said the principal called and said you can't do that at school on the school grounds anymore. So if you're going to run your little business, y'all need to meet someplace else. Preferably someplace where it doesn't look like you're doing anything illegal.
Yeah, cops roll up on you.
Yeah, but he said his son was saying, "Oh, I make between $100 and $200 a week, and
They'll be
if they didn't finish the game and want to keep it for another week, then they have to pay him another couple of bucks."
no more getting Donkey Kong on the school grounds anymore. Then.
Yeah, some some good stuff.
I think my favorite Atari game was that Asteroids.
I've never really had good hand-eye coordination, so any of those kind of games I really didn't do good with.
It's funny if Pitfall, yeah. It's funny that you don't have good hand-eye coordination, but you're such a fantastic piano player.
Oh yeah, well that's different. I don't have anything flying at me or shooting at me or anything like that. Yeah, my mom likes it. My mom likes. Uh, she liked Atari too. Certain games. I've been thinking about getting her a Switch, not a Switch, a
24K
Wii.
is a man, isn't he?
Yeah. Getting her a Wii so she could play like the golf games and some games like that. Give her a little exercise and whatnot. I remember. Okay, key the old man music. Um, when the video arcade games got the first laser game with a laser drive, so it could, it had some really good graphics on it. It was something about a night. And then a friend of mine's dad, he and his dad owned an arcade, and he said that the line for that damn machine was forever. Went on forever. Do you know which game I'm talking about? Something about a night he was running around and maybe a dragon and whatnot. But
Yeah, I can't think of the name of the game.
but it was it was big time.
I played a bunch of Lara Croft. What
Yeah,
was the name of that game? And I played a bunch
Tomb
of
Raider, Tomb Raider.
yeah, I played a bunch of Diablo.
It's there was a line to play the game lag. That game was about 10 grand. It's no, I I don't like jumpy things anytime, Picker. Good morning. If I missed you coming in, I'm sorry. I don't like jump scares because I jump and I throw remote. If I'm playing at the PS4 or something like PS3 or whatnot, I'll throw the remote. I mean the controller because I jump. So I don't like anything jump scares and monsters jumping out at me, any of that kind of stuff. So I was not into, was it Five Nights at Freddy's? I was not into that at all. I watched them play it on the YouTubes, but I did never watch it. It
Tom,
shows, yeah.
Tom screams like a little girl.
I don't scream, I just jump. Thank you very much, James.
Uh,
But you know what? I remember pinball machines when they were real pinball machines. They were I mean, they were electric to a point, but they were pretty much mechanical. Real springs and stuff like that. So anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Sadie.
He's a pinball wizard. Has
No,
to be a trick.
that was another
Pinball.
thing. I was, like I said, hand-eye coordination. That was not my. I'm just not good at it. That's the reason I was never good at sports. Well, you know what, Lag? You need to get out more, or you need to get off the porn channel. You need to get off of Pornhub and look at look at some random Google searches. You might want to go over and create a new Google account so that it's not looking at comparing your past histories of you, so you'll get some fresh information. You know, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Bridget, Todd. They were closing their Chuck E. Cheese's up where she lives at.
Mm-hmm.
And she said they had they had like the green boxes behind it full of, stuff out of the Chuck E. Cheese's, including the animatronics. She said that was before they got the big van, so she didn't have any way to haul them, or she'd have got them.
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you what, my youngest son had always hated, like, at Easter at daycare, the Easter bunny would come see him. He was having none of that. Santa Claus, no thank you. Chuck E. Cheese, get the rat trap out. He was having none of that. That'd have been great to have one that's standing up and put that sucker up in the corner of his room. I bet they are. And there was another one. There was Chuck E. Cheese, and there was another pizza place that had the animatronics in it, and they kind of merged. And the other one was, discontinued, but I can't remember what it was called. Well, I'm thinking they was more like a country kind of band.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't tell you the name of it. More like hillbilly than country.
Yeah, yeah,
We had a stage with animals playing banjos, and
yeah. But
well, the stock market is flatlined this morning. It's not going up, not going down.
well, they're coming off of the election results for the state, so
What difference does that make?
people just pissed off. Like in Charlotte, we have a new $2.9 billion bond referendum that was just passed. And there's only one Republican on our city and county councils or commissions.
There was one proposition on our ballot Tuesday that they want to give some state money to El Paso to work on their parks and recreations projects. I'm like, I don't want my state sales tax paying for parks in El Paso. They can build their own. I put no on that one. But I did vote for the retired teachers' pay raise.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Well, I wouldn't. I would have voted no if it was going to increase taxes, but they said it wasn't going to. It's going to come out of Texas. Actually, has a surplus, unlike California and other states. Imagine that our state has a surplus money, and we don't have state sales tax. How did they do that? Oh, we just have sales tax. We don't have income tax in Texas.
Christmas as in decorations and all that kind of stuff, Mr. Sadie? Is that for your boss or is that for the little one, for Mrs. Sadie when she starts decorating? Todd, what happens okay, when you die, what happens to your retirement from the state school district? Does that just go away?
Uh,
Or
if I
does
die before Gwen, I take I think it's like $150 less a month than I could have, but uh, I signed up so Gwen still gets it after I die.
okay, then after she dies, it goes
Then it's
away.
gone. Yeah. If I didn't sign up for that, it would end with me.
Right. So
Yeah,
it's not like
Texas doesn't like paying dead people.
well, it's not like 401k or something like that. Whereas if Roberta was to die before me, then I would get her 401, the full amount of her 401k.
Well, yeah.
But in this case, it's only you only get it until you die or she dies.
Yep.
And how much did you pay into that, if I may ask? Or
Uh,
did you pay in it at all?
yeah, we had Texas teachers. They have whether they like it or not, they get a an amount withdrawn from their paycheck every month,
Right.
and then the state of Texas matches that up to a certain point. I don't know if it's 50-50 or if it's more weighted on the state or more weighted on the teacher, but anyway, it's been a pretty good system, except I've been retired 16 years and we haven't had one single increase. Texas is funny. They can't just they can't just
So I'm sorry, say that
change
again.
they can't just change the rules for teacher pay raises. They have to have a statewide vote.
And and thank you, Sandtrap, Sandchap, for the Dragon Layer. That's the name of that game I was talking about earlier. That was the biggie. Um, Mr. Sadie, is that what you're going to be decorating the boss's house with? I didn't see where you explained that or not. Oh,
Morning, John.
that's for him. Yeah, that's my the neighbors that live next door to me, the neighbors that live two houses down from me, they start decorating Thanksgiving Day. And then on December 1, they turn all the lights on. And I bet you their power bill is doubled because they have got so many lights up and the inflatables and all of that kind of stuff. But you still
Yeah,
get
I was a band director for 33 years. Yep.
you get Social Security too, don't you, Mr. Sadie? Todd?
Um, yeah, I did I had like 50 quarters of work outside of public schools, which would equal what, 11 years. I worked. I paid into the Social Security some, so I get a little bit.
So
I
if you
would
were,
I would get like 650 a month from Social Security, except I get they cut that way back because I also get Texas retirement, which isn't very fair, but um, I get about 140 a month from Social Security.
I have a cousin-in-law that draws 3 retirement checks from the government. He was in the military, he retired, he went to work for um, a university. He retired from them. At the same time, he was working at another university, and he retired from them at the same time. He gets 3 checks, retirement checks. I mean,
Yeah,
he's he's
double
in
dipping. We called them double dippers. I worked at the Veterans Hospital in Amarillo for about 6 months when I
right.
was in college, and most of the just workers like in the kitchen and custodians and such, they were retired military guys, girls, so they were double dipping.
Not double dipping. You work for it.
Well, absolutely, but I mean that's what they called it, was
Yeah.
double dipping.
Um, I remember at the county office and the tax assessor's office, because they're state employees, they were retired. They were at 10 years. They were fully vested for retirement. They could draw a check, or they were qualified to draw a check.
God, Ron, she's gonna teach until she's 80. Oh,
You know,
if I, yeah, I probably wouldn't live as long as I did because, well, I taught band too, and it wasn't just go to school and teach.
and normally the kids that was in your classes wanted to be there. You know what I
It
mean?
was, yeah,
It's
it was 4 weeks of before school started a marching band practice, and it was every Tuesday night band practice, and it was go to, spend 6 to 8 hours with kids every Friday night, going to football games.
and then basketball time come in. It was pep bands and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's just
I
band
bet.
directing is a lot more work than English teacher.
Yeah.
A lot more hours anyway.
Um,
And then they require you to have your bus driver license, and they require you to,
well, that
because you only teach 5 classes a day, they require you to teach something stupid like geography.
really,
Yeah, I taught geography for a bunch of years.
our band director, he taught the high school bands, and then he taught middle school. He Because the high school was and the middle school were side by side. So some day, when on pretty days, he would just walk over to the other school and teach. But he had a full day because he was playing. I mean, doing high school. There was At the high school there was regular band class, and then there was jazz band, and then over in at the middle school he had, like, a bunch of middle school. I mean, beginner bands and all that kind of stuff he taught. So it was kind of a hard job, and he was like 70 when he retired because they couldn't find a band director. But
Yeah.
everybody like. you know, everybody has a teacher that they really remember and whatnot. And Mr. Hoff was our band director, and he was a good guy. He was a lot of fun. The year he retired, we gave him a $2,000 stereo system, which was a lot of money for 1976, folks. No, 1975. Uh, we
I
gave
had
him
lunchroom duty all my career, I think.
Jesus.
My hands were almost always arthritic from opening ketchup and mustard packets for little kids when they came to lunch. You know, it's the little things that start wearing teachers out.
Yeah.
You got lunchroom duty today, Mr. Parker. Uh, yeah, I kind of figured that. I've had lunchroom duty every day for the last 5 years,
Why?
10 years,
Why was that?
because they had to monitor the little children.
No, I
And
mean, why did you always have it? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying it. Why? Good morning, Tactical Z. Why did you always have it? Because you were the band director and you didn't do anything?
oh, something like they thought I didn't do anything. I would get all kinds of assignments. I taught Texas history for 3 years in seventh grade. I even taught a couple of years of fourth grade PE.
We had at our high school. I remember my senior year. We had some people from the state just came in and looked at the high school, our high school, and they were talking about how quiet it was in in our cafeteria during lunch. And of course, these are high school kids. But our our principal was walking past the table I was sitting at when the the woman asked the question, and he said it's because of those gentlemen sitting at the front desk the front table over there. It was the coaches who also taught math and science. So they would use their lunchroom duty time to grade papers and do stuff like that, so they didn't have to do it at home, after football practice or baseball practice or whatnot. So everybody knew that if you started acting the fool, that the
Yeah,
coach was going to put your ass out on the field picking up litter or doing
you're
something.
gonna you're gonna run laps or something.
Yeah, he did not play. And no lag. The elementary school, middle school, and high school was not all in one little one-room schoolhouse when I was a kid. Just going to do a preemptive strike there.
Yeah. Tom was in charge of chopping wood for the school stove and bringing it in
Yeah.
so they
You
could
know,
have a little heat in the winter.
when I was in seventh grade, I don't know why this popped up in my mind. When I was in seventh grade, no, it'd been eighth grade. No, I take that back. It was ninth grade because that day, seventh, eighth, and ninth was at middle school. 10th, 11th, and 12th was at high school. Anyway, um, my ninth grade science teacher, he taught out of a damn college science book. We didn't use our textbooks. He never even issued them. Um, he said everything that you need to know will be written on the board, and be damned if you messed with his board. But he would write all the information you needed to know on the blackboard, and he could taught out of a college science book. He said, if you can pass my class, you're ready for for college. Uh, Now it would be considered the college prep classes where you get college credit for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but back then it didn't. I pulled a B in that class. Even the smart girl, because there's always one really smart girl in every class.
Oh yeah.
She was she pulled a B in it, and she was like furious. because she didn't get her. She was all A's except that one B. Okay, end of going through it. No, yeah, there was 2 rooms, the main room and then the outhouse. Actually, we had 2 outhouses because there was one for the boys and one for the girls. Even most of the time, the boys used the backside of a tree. But I would not want to be a damn teacher. I'm sorry, whoever said their wife was going to teach till she was 80, the hell with that. I wouldn't put up with these little assholes when I was 80 years old. No. We're going to say no. I'm surprised she's not telling you to get off your butt and make her some money off of reselling.
Oh, I guess I heard that my whole teaching career. Oh, these kids nowadays, it's a different world. And it was. I mean, things always change, but my first year of teaching, the old teachers would say, "Oh, these kids nowadays, they're just da 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 da," and you know, all the time I taught, yeah, things changed.
Well, I'm
I
gonna tell you.
remember when kids started having cell phones. Most teachers were like, "Oh, that's just a disruption in my classroom," and I'm like, I love them to have cell phones because I don't have to open my office up when we get home from a football game and every kid calls their parent to come pick them up.
Yeah.
I
Like
would I would put out notifications. Hey, we're going to be home at 11 p.m. Be ready outside to pick up your kid. And some parents would, but I swear at least half of them would have to get on the phone and call home. And I couldn't leave until the last child was gone.
my brother was in high school. I was out of high school. Um, they had an away trip. It was like 4 hours away. And on the way back, one of the buses broke down. And it was about 2:30 in the morning before they got all those kids back to Rock Hill. Because they had to find some buses. They had to find, another driver, and they had to go all the way down, like 2 hours away, pick them up, turn around, and come back. And we had that was a new band director for the school, and I saw him the next day at church, and he looked like he had been rode hard, put up with. Because he said it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, before he finally got into bed. And he said there was all these parents were fussing and complaining, and I never heard Mr. B say anything, any kind of profanity. And he's like, these bitches were calling me up this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning saying, what was the problem? And he said he finally told one of the mothers, he said, if you had been at the school at, 2 o'clock this morning, you would have known what the problem was. Because we had, back in them days, high schoolers drove the school bus, and they drove activity buses. And so the bus driver had to be replaced, not because he was hurt or anything like that was driving the other school bus. It's because it was so late, and he had driven so many hours. So they had to they had to find an adult bus driver to be able to drive the school bus in. And these were school buses. These were not these fancy things that these kids have nowadays. You know, they had the bus driver would hold the clutch, and one of the kids would have to go out front and crank the handle to get the thing to crank. uh, but you know, we had some good times. We had some good times.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Talked about reselling. We talked about. I need to get these 8 orders packed up and shipped off.
I need to get out of here too. We're just rambling now.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat got anything they want to? Horse and chuck wagon is not a school bus. Thank you, James, for clarifying that. It was. I'm glad you could meet me in here today. Come in here and hang out with me and Todd today. Yeah, you got to go meet the girlfriends today, don't you, Todd?
Yeah, I gotta get out and destroy the Lutheran ministries.
Yeah, you got to go there and make some money off of them old ladies. They're hustling their wares, standing on the street corner, hustling their wares, and you over there taking their monies.
Yep.
So everybody, thank you for coming in. You know what? Let me check something real fast before we go. I think I have got.
What was the name of that site again?
Discovery or wait a minute. Let me.
District?
District, that's it.
No, is that it? District. I'll have to check that out. I've never. This morning is the first I've ever heard of that.
I've never heard of it either. I was thinking I had a.
Hey, you got a super chat. Look at that.
Okay, I was checking. I thought I had a doctor's appointment next week, but I don't.
Do you listen to me when I talk?
Yeah, I do. Thank you, Mr. Sadie, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Real quick, has anybody had to make a doctor's appointment anytime soon? I mean, it's like, well, we can see you in February of 2024. And I'm like, okay. Thank you, Texas Bandit.
Oh,
Thank you,
man.
Mr. Sadie.
We got a train of
I appreciate that.
super chats going.
I'll have to.
And you know, Thom needs the money. He's poor.
I'm poor. I am just dirt poor. I appreciate it. Y'all don't forget Todd on tomorrow. Anyway, the doctor's appointments are like booked up, especially for old people. You young kids probably don't have that problem, but anyway, thank you everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it hanging out with us, and I enjoy it. Gets the morning off started good. Todd, thank you.
What was your? I never saw your question, Larry. Sorry. Oh, Lag put in 99 cents.
Thank you, Lag. I think that'll make actually with the money that's been sitting in my YouTube account for the last year and a half, I think it was. Damn, Mr. Sadie.
I'm scrolling up. I don't see Larry's question.
I appreciate that, you guys. Y'all don't have to get so carried away. It's all for fun and games. 99 cents fine is fine with me. Did he have a question?
He said he did, but I didn't. I scrolled up about 30 minutes in the chat. I don't see it.
Except for Todd, I will wait. You'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, you can ask me again tomorrow, Larry. We're gonna go. I got stuff to do and packages to pack and yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Todd. Thank you guys for coming in. Bye-bye.
Later days.